Well, hello. How are you doing? I'm glad you're here today. This is my workshop, where I make all kinds of fun things. The other day, I was reading my favorite book, Voyage of the Dawn Treader by C.S. Lewis. In this book, they take a boat all the way to the end of the world. I thought it would be cool to make a boat. It probably won't make it all the way to the end of the world, but it'll work great in the pool. Today, I'm going to show you how you can make your own ship that you can take sailing with you. First thing we need is our box from DIY Junior with all of our supplies. Now, in this box, you'll find a bag of nails and eyelets, the sail, the mast, a couple of other pieces, some blocks, the main deck. The first thing we're going to do is take our nails out of the bag. Now, I've sent you 7 nails. Should only need to use 5 of them. 2 eyelets and some string. One of the first things you want to make sure of is that the hole for the mast is on the top of the plank. The first thing we're going to do is put this block on the back. We want to make sure that it lines up with this edge and with this edge. To put our nail in, we want to go about halfway in this block and about 1 inch away from the edge. It's important to not go too close to the edge or you'll split the wood. You need to hang on to it and lightly tap it with the hammer a few times to get it started in the wood. Now, come across the back to the other half and do the same. Now, for the triangle piece. You are welcome to put it anywhere. I decided to put it here in the center. On this one, you want to be especially careful not to put it too close to the edge, or it might split out. Now, we go to the front of the ship. We're going to have to put 2 nails in here, because otherwise this piece would swivel. We line up this edge, and we line up this edge. And because we need to put 2 nails in here, we put this one closer to this side, and we put another one closer to this side. Now, just in case you split one of these, I've included an extra piece which you can put in its place. The next bit we're going to do is to assemble the sail and mast. This right here is the main mast dowel. It's got 2 holes in it, which these dowels will be inserted into. You might have to twist and push it a little bit to get it started. Now go ahead and do the same for the top. Now, notice on this sail there are a total of 10 slits in the top and bottom. What we are going to do is count 5 from the edge. That opening will have to be over the mast. We take the 5th opening and we start that here, looped over the dowel. And then we take it and go back and back until you come to the edge. Now we go to the top and do the same thing. And that's what the sail should look like now. Now I'm going to push these to the other side so that this side now has about as much as the other side used to have. And finally, we do the same thing on the bottom. This is how the sail should look before we unfurl the whole thing. We start by pushing this dowel so that it's about halfway on the mast. We do the same for this dowel. Now that you have the sail and mast complete, we're ready to insert it into the deck. To make it secure, you'll see a hole in the bottom of your boat where you can put a nail in. Now, our mast is secured to the deck. The very last thing we're going to do, we're going to make this string attached to the back, the front, and the top of the mast using these eyelets. A hole with threads on the bottom. We're going to put that about right here in the front of the ship. What we need to do is pound it into the wood so that we can start to spin it in. Now this eyelet won't move anywhere so that we can screw it in. Now we're going to do the same thing at the top of the mast. Come to about the center of this piece, about where we put the nail, to install the third eyelet. The final step is to tie the string. String it through the top, and we'll string it through the front. Before we tie this knot, we need to pull as tight as we can so that there is no slack in the string. We now have a ship that's ready to go sailing. Before we can do that though, we need to put our tools away so that the next time we want to make something fun, the shop is ready to work with us. Turn off our radio. Until I see you again, happy sailing.